By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I constitute this meeting a lawful congregation of the University of Venda.
Please be seated.
Chancellor of the University of Venda, Adv Mojanku Gumbi. Chairperson of the University of Venda, Council, Mr. Junius Liketa. Deputy Chairperson of Council, Ms. Ndanuleni Makari. Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Professor Eusebius Likalakala Mukhele. Deputy Vice Chancellor for Corporate Services, Dr. Robert Martin. Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Botwek Razia. University Registrar, Dr. Joel Baloi. Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Chilizi Murauzi. Acting Executive Dean of the Faculties of Humanities, Social Science and Education, Professor Tawanda Runare. Executive Dean of the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, Professor Waraka Nyane. Director Student Affairs, Mr. Azudowi Mukeli. President of the University of Venda Convocation, Mr. Masa Sylvester Mutadi. President of the University of Venda SRC, Mr. John Daka, and the entire SRC leadership present, members of Senate, university management, academic and administrative staff, Chief Financial Executive Officer of the Vembe Prisons, Principal of Vembe TVET College, Ms. Basani Tlekani. Also want to recognize the presence of the former lecturer at the School of Agriculture, who was our guest, Professor M.P. Masipa, sponsors of awards of our best performing students, esteemed religious leaders, my wife and partner, Mrs. Rosanne Tambeleni, invited guests, UNIVEN alumni, students and graduates, parents, guardians, media practitioners, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Macheron, Avshe. On behalf of the University of Venda Senate, it is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to this momentous event, our 2024 Autumn Graduation Ceremony. Today, we have all gathered here at this auditorium to celebrate the achievements of our outstanding graduates who have worked very hard to reach this important milestone. Graduation ceremony is an occasion to celebrate a wonderful achievement. This is the culmination of long hours of dedication, months of hard work, and years of sacrifices. Before we proceed, allow me to take a moment to express our heartfelt condolences to Mukhoro's family for the loss of Justice Yvonne Mukhoro, who sadly passed on the 9th of May 2024. Justice Yvonne Mukhoro was the first female chairperson of the University of Venda Council between 2002 to 2009. She was later appointed as Special Ambassador of the University of Venda later that year in 2009. Justice Mukhoro was a symbol of selfless humanity, someone with natural nobility who was also classless. During her tenure as the chairperson of University of Venda Council, Justice Mukhoro refused to claim a sitting allowance paid to council members, and instead she channeled that all those monies should be channeled towards the award for the best performing students. Please join me as we observe a moment of silence in honor of an immense contribution to our young democratic state and a selfless, generous contribution to this university over the years. May we take a moment. May his soul rest in peace. Today is all about our graduates who all converge here to celebrate with you on your achievement. Graduation ceremony is the most exciting part of our academic journey, and this is the most important date in our university calendar, where we all gather to ensure that we celebrate with you. So we are quite deeply honored to be with you this morning, and your families also. Your graduation today is the culmination of collective efforts by yourselves, your parents, guardians, academic and support staff of the university. We are very proud that you have chosen the University of Venda as an institution of choice for you to further your higher education studies. We are grateful that you have allowed us to take part in your academic journey, to contribute to your intellectual and personal growth over the years that you are here with us at this university. I must acknowledge that it might have been quite very difficult and very, very exhausting, but certainly it has become a rewarding journey, and I cannot agree more with what was raised by Malcolm X, who said the following, and I quote, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it," close quote. Graduation symbolizes the closing of one chapter and the exciting beginning of another chapter. Thank you to all parents, guardians, and friends for supporting our students to achieve their academic goals. During this year's autumn graduation, a total of 2,666 graduates will receive their certificates, diplomas, and degrees over the 4 days in the 7 sessions that we have planned. This year's graduation coincides with a very important and historic milestone for our country. As you recall, 30 years ago, on the 27th of April 1994, South Africans went out in their numbers to usher in a new democratic dispensation. On the 29th of May this year, actually this month, we will once again be voting to strengthen and to consolidate our democracy. We must not take the right to vote for granted, and I wish to implore each and every one of us who has registered to vote to exercise your civic duty to go and vote for the government of your choice. At the dawn of democracy in 1994, our university was only 12 years of age. Today, the university is 42 years old. And while the path has been marked by trials and tribulations, there's a lot that we've achieved over the last 30 years of democracy as an institution. The democratic dispensation inherited a higher education system that was highly stratified and structured along the racial lines, with historically black universities vastly characterized by underfunding and a lack of critical infrastructure, while their white counterparts were endowed with human and financial resources. Education, an inherent instrument for empowerment, was used as a tool to perpetuate racial oppression, injustice, and inequality. However, as the University of Venda, we are a living example of the transformation that was brought about by this democratic dispensation. It is an honor and pride to report to you that your university, which has started as a small institution on the grounds of Dimani Agricultural School, is now competing with the best in the world and also in the country. Our university has benefited handsomely from the grants that were earmarked to support and elevate historically disadvantaged institutions. This is just but one example of the benefits that have been derived from the new democratic dispensation I'm talking about. And for this, we are eternally grateful. The greatest achievement, in my view, of this democratic dispensation in higher education, as I mean to say, is in the area of broadening the access to tertiary education through the provision of the financial aid. The reality is that without the provisions of tertiary education funding student aid, now known as the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, many of our youth will not have set foot in the corridors of universities and other institutions of higher learning. As we have observed, NSFAS has produced more beneficiaries that we cannot count. The governance challenges that are plaguing this institution, we are sort of hopeful that they will be arrested so that we don't dampen the hopes of millions of our students and their families. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be remiss of me if I do not also take this opportunity to share with you some of the notable achievements that our university has achieved, because this is one of the occasions that provide us with an opportunity to report back to the custodian of the university, the parents, and the community at large. The success of a university is measured by the standing of its academics, researchers, and the quality of outputs, inter alia, the graduates, and also the research it produces. There is a direct correlation between the quality of the staff and the quality of the outputs. In other words, you cannot expect to produce good research output and quality graduates if your staff is below par. I am pleased to report to you that your university has, for the first time in its entire history, ranked number 15 by the Times Higher Education in its ranking of the best universities in South Africa for 2023. Again, just 2 days ago, in the new rankings of the Times Higher Education for 2024, the University of Venda has performed very, very, very well in the new ranking of all South African universities who are below the age of 50. UNIVEN has been ranked number 4, number 1 being, thank you, number 1 being UJ, UKZN, University of the Northwest, UNIVEN, as I said, and the last one being Durban University of Technology. In the same report of the Times Higher Education, the University of Venda has also improved its global ranking and is now in the top 300 universities in 2024, moving from top 400 in 2023. Again, a very huge improvement in this regard. The ranking measures an institution's performance across 4 areas: in the area of teaching, research, knowledge transfer, and the international outlook. This milestone is one of the greatest achievements in our view that has ever attained by the university since its establishment in 1982. All this is happening because we have invested a lot in promoting and encouraging our staff to further their studies and acquire higher degrees. This investment is paying off as we are beginning to see a number of permanent staff at this university with PhDs. The quality of our academic and research staff is also evident in the increase in the number of our rated researchers, which has grown from exponentially from 12 in 2012 to 46 in 2024. And it is precisely because of this quality that our university is gaining recognition nationally and internationally for its rigor in terms of scholarly output. Several of our researchers have recently received awards in recognition of their excellent work. Amongst these is a research professor in the Faculty of Health Sciences, Science, Engineering and Agriculture, Professor Pascal Besson, who was honored for his outstanding contribution in lifting the health research in South Africa. Prof. Besson received a Gold Merit Award at the 10th South African Medical Research Council Merit Awards that was held in Cape Town on the 7th of March 2024. Gold medals are awarded annually to established researchers and scientists who have made seminal scientific contributions that have impacted on the health of our population, especially those of us living in the developing countries. Another recognition goes to Professor Barwa Kanyane, the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, who was recently also awarded a C2 rating by the National Research Foundation of South Africa on the 2024, in this year 2024, as an established researcher, Following that is Professor Jegede from the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, who was also appointed as an African Union External Expert on Children's Rights and Climate Change in November 2023. Professor Jegede is one of the 3 candidates recommended by the United Nations Human Rights Council as the best qualified for appointment to the Office of the United Nations Special Rapporteur for the promotion and protection of human rights in the context of climate change. We are also pleased that one of our students, a former student, Mr. Edward Mafaza, who's now a CEO of the Commission for the Promotion and Protection of Rights of Cultural and Religious Linguistic Communities, will also be graduating with a PhD. And during these autumn graduation ceremonies, the following staff members of the University of Venda will be conferred with their doctoral degrees. And that is Ms. Hulisani Magadani with a Doctor of Psychology, Mr. Leslie Manganye, PhD in Psychology, Ms. Grace Ramova, PhD in Business Management, Mr. Wutu Mampweu, PhD in Business Management, Ms. Mukondeleli Manuga, PhD in Tourism, and Mr. Abatakari Jonathan Makado, PhD in Chivenda. I'm also pleased to announce to you that one of our campus security personnel, Ms. Azwindini Lydia Ramatseya, will be receiving the postgraduate certificate in education from the Faculty of Humanities, Social Science and Education. Well done to you, Lydia, for this achievement. And also in the first session of our ceremonies, the current Secretary General of the SRC, Mr. Ngelekanyo Madua, was also conferred a bachelor's degree in public management from the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law. Congratulations again to you, Mr. Madua, on this special achievement. Our university strives to produce graduates that are locally relevant and globally competitive. And to effectively ensure that we achieve this mission, we need partners from the different industries and also from business entities. I want to express our profound appreciation to all our donors, our sponsors, for sponsoring the awards, and also our students who have been at this university in the past 4 years, and also some of those best performing students who will be receiving the awards this afternoon. Let me also appreciate the support that we are receiving from Forever Resorts South Africa. 2 weeks ago, I signed a memorandum of agreement with Forever Resorts South Africa, and through this partnership, 10 graduates with Beacon Tourism and Hospitality Management will be placed at the different resorts in the country and will also receive a stipend of 4,000 Rand, accommodation and meals, which will be covered by Forever Resorts South Africa. Again, we are much thankful about this gesture by Forever Resorts South Africa. On the same note, Medilec and Ekurhuleni Artisans and Skills Training Center, a subsidiary of Tefla Group, have placed about 17 graduates from the University of Venda for a 24-month contract, and they will also receive a stipend of 7,000 Rand, and they've already started with this internship at the 1st of May, and that will conclude on the 30th of April 2026. On the same note, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to recognize the selfless leadership and the generosity of our Chancellor, Advocate Mojanku Gumbi. As our country is commemorating 30 years of democracy this year, the Chancellor of the University of Venda called my office earlier to inform me that she will be buying 180 pairs of sneakers from her own pocket that she will hand over to 30 female graduates in all 6 sessions that we are hosting. The distribution, yes, we can clap. The distribution process of these sneakers has already commenced, and it is for these reasons that you will see some of the graduates that will be crossing the stage here will be wearing these beautiful sneakers. On behalf of our graduates, management, and staff, I want to thank the Chancellor of the University of Venda for your caring and exemplary leadership of what you have done. Thank you so much, Chancellor. To our graduates, as you're about to start your new chapter of life, we urge you to stay connected with the University of Venda. For this reason, I want to extend our invitation to you to join our UNIVEN alumni community. We are confident that as you embark on your life's journey, that you are academically equipped to cope with the demands of the modern, sophisticated, and challenging world that you're about to enter. The knowledge that you've acquired in your chosen fields and disciplines is key to provide you with pathways for future. And as I conclude, let me once again convey our gratitude to parents, the guardians, the lecturers of the university, and the staff, and all the sponsors that have made it possible to you to finish your studies. Congratulations once again on your achievement, and I thank you.
Graduands. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the certificates and the degrees that are reflected on the program to the candidates that the Executive Dean shall present to you.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer the certificates and degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce the following qualifications. The Bachelor of Education Foundation Phase and the Bachelor of Education in Further Education and Training.
Chabalala Zenzile. Khoza Glinton. Khoza Nomhle. Khoza Stuart Thabo.
Madanda Tendani Emmanuel. Mahlaule Nsovo. Mairura Ntabiseng. Makubela Hleketa Eva. Malungana Lungisani. Mangani Jabulani Kobas. Mahlaba Muhluli Ashley. Mabungu Enemune Jr. Mkansi Akani. Mudau Mukondeleri. Mudzanani Chipiwa Violet. Chirondora Burahani. Ndadza Lucia. Ndou Muchidzi, Nemutandani Patuchedzo. Ngomane Prince Nhlanhla. Rakuambo Tibonali. Ntiwane Leslie Banele. Shongwe Simpiwe Mishak. Shirinza Constantia. Siviti Musa Dadl. Teledi Libukhang Teresia. Chabangu Concept.
Vanyini Magdon. Baloy Akani Brai. Bila Singita Events. Dlamini Siyabonga Bethwell. Chabalala Bongani. Fakude Putsu Sibasani. Gogoro Surprise Tandeka. Lushiba Fikile Lindiwe. Mavasa Nomandla Jonathan. Mavaso Ntsako. Matlalela Nombulelo Penelope. Matlaule Mandla Michael. Maposho Klibuhile Clement. Masimula Poshi. Mashile Reynald Bonani. Maswanganye Tsepo. Mativa Kumbuzo Rachel. Mavunga Kodni. Mbezi Gundo. Mamela Mchidzi. Marupane Matate. Mudau Chimangadzo Quinton. Mukosi Rudzani. Mushiana Martin Rotondwa. Mutubi Ndamulelo Mpo. Ndiveni Rochidwa. Nelunguda Mburaiseni. Nemaravuwe Kuliso. Makufane Conscious Pretty. Netononda Glenn Takani. Nechipale Kuliso Patience. Nechivambe Muketwa. Ngoveni Losta. Ngoveni Yingisani. Ngochana Malisela Andris. Ngomani Eric. Unkona Talenta. Nyati Sifiso Alex. Pandelani Munei. Rajaji Mulisa. Ramano Murungwa. Ramugondo Mubali. Rachivadero Nkumbuleni Victor. Rihotso Beauty. Siema Itani Kenneth. Shongwe Trevor Ndumiso. Sibuyi Nzalama. Silombo Nkosinathi John. Stembele Azina Chanduko. Stole Kulani Concelia. Chikovi Libuan. Chitake Zibuya Gareth. Chivase Adivao Nkangweleni.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce the following qualification: postgraduate certificate in education.
Baloy Oscar. Baloy Precious. Baloy Rito. Baloy Grateful. Bembe Asnath. Chabalala Blessings. Chabalala Misheketo Russell. Chauke Basani Mira. Chauke Dunisani Kendi. Chauke Tinyiko. Chauke Butomi Monica. Dati Sandrandi Ene. Davana Temburuo. Davana Butu. Gwambe Mishumo Kevin. Shotsayo Wendy. Sungwane Tinsalo. Sungwane Shaulani. Sungwane Ntelelo. Sungwane Pumzile. Kwale Musa. Kadi Andanani. Kari Jarinderani. Koza Sasekani. Kakufurupero. Kumalo Bongiwe. Komana Jan. Quinda Konanani. Quinda Hepi Riangwere. Rambani Rafiwa. Lamula Confidence. Libya Surprise. Likanya Furupero. Rusunzi Rinaye. Rutingi Furupero. Rubengo Ntagazen Confidence. Mababu Murendeni Doris. Mabala Kulufelo Sidwell. Mabon Tagazeni Suzanne. Mabunda Shitness Treasure Vivian. Mabuza Sandile Kendi. Makabele Joshua Hitekani. Macheke Sharon. Machabi Ripfumelo Millicent. Madano Mredi. Kampa Pumo Zochira. Madonsela Delsi. Madua Matebu Atha. Mafera Muneiwa. Mafadha Secret Tirarezo. Mafaga Chimanga Zawanda. Magau Zonaka. Magera Geda Urisani Wendy. Mashake Tato with distinction. Makado Buhaba. Makare Chenuan Pesi. Makari Mera Chifiwa with distinction. Makubere Busari Wise. Makuba Mpo with distinction. Makwe Jawanga. Makobela Elmarin Kateko. Makukula clearance. Makungo Mzunga. Malelelo Rofiwa. Malipeng Molibo Petres. Maluleke Ebe Naizam Futalelo. Maluleke Florence Tembeka. Maluleke Nsovo Patience. Maluleke Tiyisani Shiela. Maruma Musundwa.
Mama Ilambura Eni Trifina. Mami Chamasudu. Manu Gutendo. Mapodi Mabungu. Maponya Raisi Be Miriam. Marubini Amfarisao. Masebe Prudence, Mashaba Raina, Mashao Kensani Faith, Mashaba Primrose, Masiba Tabo Steve, Masindi Brilliant, Masindi Murisa, Matavane Bunolo Ramadimechi, Matasa Nzumbululo, Matebula Akane, Matebula Winners, Matonsi Marandwa Moral, Matonsi Messiansako, Mati Zedinderan, Matlamela Maputi Prudence, Maubafunzo, Maumera Rutendo, Mavungu Mashudu Stephen with distinction, Mavungu Wabudi Leslie, Mbodi Gudan, Mboweni Tlautlelo, sorry. Mboweni Tinswalo Sanki, Mangwane Rulani Precious with distinction, Mtlanga Welcome Duncan, Secretary Mutlongo thanks, Mkansi Mingatsangwi perfect, Mavungu Matodzi, Mkabela Millicent Tumelo, Mlotshwa Kolisile Carol, Mbudaheni Buchiro, Ndonsi Wesley Thokozani Linda, Mohale Mapula Promise, Motlala Mabuatsela Ana. Moitsela Rimakatso. Moraba Hunadi. Moyane Myrion. Mpilo Rufuno Emmanuel. Mfuni Chilidzi. Mpuma Ndivo. Moda Umujaji. Muda Umurendeni Adelaide. Muda Unomsa. Muda Urotondwa. Mudimeri Alirari. Mudita Mbiruzana. Mufama de Murisa. Mufama de Takane with this distinction. Mutlanga Ntwanano Walter. Mukatuni Sedzana. Mukwebo Matozi. Mukwebo Butuhawe Linda. Mulaudzi Asibothe.
Mulaudzi Kodani Raymond with distinction. Mulaudzi Mushe. Mulaudzi Tendani. Mulibana Muano. Mulobedzi Tendani. Mungadi Pumudzo. Munyai Arusani. Munyai Ketani. Munyai Ronewa Comfort. Munyai Ronewa present. Munyai Zonaka Fortunate. Munjelele Mashudu Rachel. Musengwa Masara Patricia with distinction. Mushabela Chilidzi Mbabalelo. Mushia na Mulalo. Mushoma Katuchelo Jennifer with distinction. Mutele Furupero. Muteiwana Andani Hope. Muteiwana Mutanduruli. Mutwanamba Bonani Tendi. Mubula Wandiferani with distinction. Zinyako Lindokutle. Ndalambi Patwan. Nditwani Adivao. Ndwamato Rochidwa Faith. Nefolobodwe Tinandaba Faith. Negondeni Alwani. Neluande Mwano. Nemaponi Rolindwa Flossi. Nemasento Deni Duncan. Nemataganda Edzo Beverly. Nemukula Libuani. Nemutsindoni Virginia. Nengobela Kangwelo. Nengobela Zwanga. NPPD Hope. Nengwenani Muape Rina. Nechiabela Masindi with distinction. Nesamvuni Peto Nonki. Nengome Turuchero. Nechikudini Konanani. Nechibambe Funzani. Nechiungani Ntangereni. Nechimbufempo. Ngobeni Jim. Nechoko Choko Mission. Nebulauzi Abasei. Ngobeni Patience. Nechiva Zvaulu Lindelani. Nkondo Hlubukani Confidence. Nkuna Nyiko. Nkuna Rebecca Basitsana. Ndwambi Matume Thomas. Mtulane Dakaro Cassius. Nyatani Asiashu. Nyati Pekulia Mbuyero. Patel Mahiri. Furuani Orifa. Paswana Katuchero. Pulohana Mutupi Chantel. Kotoyi Mishali. Rakupu Karabo. Ramapurana Pano. Ramapurana Ndarambi.
Ramabulana Chinakao. Ramaisha Tabero. Ramaite Shei. Ramashapa Mpo Ashley. Ramatsea Azindini Lydia. Stand here. Rambau Ndiwu. Rambau Maemu Queen with distinction. Rambau Fano Ifilia. Rambuda Charity Ngabe. Ramova Ifi. Rampabana Muano Delphine with distinction. Ramudzuri Rufuno Jeffrey with distinction. Ramudzuri Rinae. Ramugondo Dakaro. Ramugondo Funanani Zulani. Ramkakate Sedzani. Ramnana Patichezo. Ramutero Frank. Randau Rutendo Dorina. Rasikanya Rodibua. Rasimpi Rondani. Ratombo Tembuluo Comfort. Rachidao Murenden. Rachili Fufo Melin. Rabugoni Patuani LC. Rabutsi Dembe. Rikotso Tlaulani Choice. Rikotso Pindulo. Sikovela Diven. Sitati Khali Peter. Sitelele Surprise. City Kamukhelo Conclusive. Shirinda Mboni Maxwell. Shivambu Tompo. Sibede Hope. Sikwari Tizirondi. Simango Nkateko. Singo Godwin. Sipalale Makazi with distinction. Sipuma Roshuma. Sipuma Sharon. Sitole Admire. Sitiva Mashudu. Sivada Rinaya with distinction. Sonjani Nene Delight. Tabakuru Princess Rufuno. Thabana Kagiso Harvey. Tidiwi Muraedza with distinction. Toka Lihlonolo Jones. Tomori Oritonda. Tomu Mabel with distinction. Tobogi Rinderani Thelma. Clemo Sivongile Ntsakishi. Chifaro Taripani Elisa with distinction. Chikamuro Tondani. Chikovere Fumurani. Chilamatanda Robert. Chirande Tabero Fortune. Chamano Divaene. Chisikawe Uchehone Fei. Chisekure Maifi. Chisikure Takarani. Chitauji Andani. Chivase Mavungu. Chivase Ndiboniswani LC. Chokwe Kwena Andres. Chane Mashogonolo. Vere Mpo Bivali. Vere Ugara. Zeta Krevina. Zulu Simpiwe Siwusiso. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to present the awards to the best candidates in the faculty that the Executive Dean shall present to you.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I present the awards.
We wish to thank the graduates for the postgraduate diploma in education for quality passes, 20 distinctions. Well done, well done. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce the following awards for the best performing students in the Faculty of Humanities, Social Sciences and Education who were studying education. And we want to thank the sponsors who are the late Chief Makwerera Ratishanga, Ishe Patrick Madau, Fundi Awards, Forever Resorts, Lodges and Hotels, and Dr. Makwanya Medical Center, together with the Vembe UNIVEN Alumni Chapter, as well as the Dell Technologies.
Mushoma Katchero Jennifer, overall best student in postgraduate certificate in education. Slambo Nkosnati John, best student in Bachelor of Education, Further Education Training. For the late Chief Makwarara Rashtanga Award. Best student in Bachelor of Education, Further Education and Training for Ishe Patrick Madabu Award. Best student in a Bachelor of Education, Further Education Training Award for Fundi Awards. Murava Pumudzo Cynthia, best student in Bachelor of Education Foundation Phase Funding Awards, overall best student in the School of Education. Overall best student in education programs.
Okay, let's settle down. Yo. Well, I'm going, okay. Hello? 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 So I'm going to ask the convocation office to take down your particulars so that I know which schools you're going to teach at. I want to be your student. You're the coolest teachers I've ever come across. So, you know, I've been waiting for a long time to do my PhD, so I can see some of my supervisors here for my PhD when I do it. But thank you so much, thank you so much. It's not Friday yet, guys. It's Thursday. But congratulations to each and every one of you. Yeah. You deserve this celebration. I've been talking to your colleagues this whole week to say that you've climbed many mountains. You know, NESFAs not paying your allowances, the teachers being difficult with you, some people coming on campus to sell the holy weed, and you know, all the difficulties, not finding accommodation, and you've managed to overcome all of those. And you know, this week I've been saying that I want to talk about apologizing to you. My generation should really have done more to give you a country that you can be proud of. We should have done more to make sure that when you leave the university, you can pursue whatever interest you have, whether you want to work, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you want to open a school. We should have made it easier for you to be able to do that. And all of us who are your elders should take responsibility for the state that the country is in. Each and every one of us, your parents, your lecturers, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, bogogo, have seen something go wrong and kept quiet instead of speaking up. And now you have to bear the consequences of our inaction because we failed to do the things that we should have done. And I'm saying this in the context of recognizing 30 years of our democracy. It started off with great hope, but somewhere along the way, you know, we slipped a bit, and we are all responsible for that. We can't not take responsibility for that. And it is much better than it was under apartheid. There's no question about it. But it could have been even better. It could have been even better for you to walk out of here into a functioning country where the violence against women and children is not there, where the levels of poverty are much better than what we see, where you don't have a 39% joblessness, you know, and amongst youth it's almost 68%. That is not the South Africa that we thought we should have in 1994, 30 years ago. And we must apologize to you. I apologize to young people wherever I go to say we should have done better and we could have done better. But the Vice Chancellor spoke about this project of distributing sneakers and shoes. I mean, this is just, it's not just a gesture. It's recognition of, first of all, what the university is trying to do to become an entrepreneurial university. And so I went out to look for young entrepreneurs that look like you, that had the same challenges that you had, and said to them, can you help me with this project? And this is why we were able to go to 3 young people, 3 people who run companies and making shoes. These are some of the shoes that they make. These shoes are made by old ladies. It's crocheting. And they sit and crochet them, and they make such beautiful shoes. These are from what they call it Mamakia. It's a young man from Mpumalanga who produces these shoes. And throughout the week, we've had shoes from Batu. Batu, you know, the young man Ubaloi from Limpopo who started that company, doing very well. The other one is called Modern Badada, 2 young people from the Free State, very young woman and a young man who decided to do something with their own hands and are doing great, great things. So it really is a recognition of that possibility, that it's possible. Sometimes they struggle, and I hope that they'll be able to share some of their stories with you outside of me. There are real serious struggles. I mean, just to produce this, the machines broke down. You know, they are small producers, but they've managed to make some living and employ people out of that. So this is the thinking behind this project. And also just to let the young ladies also rock their sneakers and shoes as they get on the stage so that we can dance. But you know, this is just one way of saying maybe we can still do something about our country. When we see some of these examples, maybe we can still do something. And I really want to say to you, whatever you do, wherever you go, don't ever make us ashamed to say these are the young people that I graduated at the University of Venda. I really don't want your parents, your lecturers one day to say, whose children are these? Because you are collectively our children. Your parents are here, your lecturers are here. Collectively, we really want to see you succeed. And whatever the temptations to do wrong things, try not to give in to that temptation. Because you know, wrong things follow you beyond your grave. So you may do something wrong, you steal public money, and then you pass on. Your children, when they want to come and lecture at the University of Venda, everyone is like, oh, that's Mojanku's children. And remember, she took 10 million from the Department of Health. You know, your grandchildren who carry your name will also know that, oh, your grandmother was a bloody thief. I mean, you don't want that. You don't want to condemn your children, your grandchildren to that. So whatever the temptations, let's avoid doing wrong things. But Vice Chancellor also said on the 29th of May is there our elections. Go out in your numbers to vote for whoever you want to vote for. Remember, your vote is your secret. Unless you tell me that you voted for me, I would never know that you voted for me. So anyone who tells you that they will know how you voted, they are lying. It's only when you tell people how you voted that they will know. And I say this not to speak ill of anybody, but just to say sometimes we have to really protect the very foundation of our democracy. And one of those is the secrecy of the vote. We are very loose about it these days, but it's a fundamental principle of democracy that your vote must be your secret. So I wish you well. I hope you are all registered. People died, you know, people gave up their lives for us to have the right to vote. People stayed in prison, people were in exile. People are still suffering to this day for us to have that right to vote. Don't ever, ever take it for granted. It's not a cliche when we say people died. They really did die. People were beaten up, people, you know, for us to have the right to vote. So good luck on the 29th, but all the best today. We will work with you to make this country better. It can be better, I can assure you. We have enough resources in this country to make it better. And we are going to depend on you to lead us on the right path. Parents, congratulations. Our auntie, sisters, brothers, all those who supported these children throughout. Continue to do that. They are going to face many, many difficulties still when they leave here. This is not the end of the journey. But they have made us proud today because they've managed to get their degrees. So please continue to support them, staff. Continue to support them. They are just not numbers, they are human beings. So let's understand that. But more importantly, very well done. Don't forget, here's a potential student. Thank you.
That was the Chancellor of the University of Venda, Advocate Mojanku Gumbi. My Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Bernard Ntambeleni, has instructed me to acknowledge the presence of the former mayor of Turamera Municipality, Chancellor Awashoni Chipango, who is in our midst, who is also a former member of the University of Venda Council. So in a few minutes' time, the Chancellor will dissolve this congregation. And after dissolution of the congregation, we are all requested to remain standing until such time the procession has left the auditorium. But the dissolution of this congregation will be preceded by the singing of the national anthem led by UNIVEN choir. So we also request that when the national anthem is being sung, all men should remove their caps or heads. So may I therefore request that we all rise for the singing of the national anthem.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me I dissolve this congregation of the University of Venda.